Hello, everybody. My name is Mezonic. I'm here to talk about building black wealth uh, with a focus on international business. Um, okay, so for those of you who don't know me, again, my name is Mezonic. I'm an international artist. I do everything from hip hop, conscious hip hop music, to Afrobeat music, Afro pop, a little bit of pop music. You know, I'm promoting my new album called Carnival. Please check it out. It's called Carnival. Go on my website. That's mesonicrecords.com/carnival or mrpellc.com/carnival. Carnival like the festival. I do have a clothing line. You could go on there and get a sweater or a hoodie. You could get a t-shirt. Make sure to get my album. The album is dope. And this is what it looks like. So just to show you what it looks like, this is it right here. See all those beautiful carnival dancers. This is what the album looks like in the pack. So just to show you. But today I want to talk about building black wealth with a focus on international business. Before I do that, I need to get into a few things. The first thing I want to talk about is every black person, especially in the United States, should have life insurance. Period, point blank. Every black person. If you want to leave wealth to your children or your loved ones, you have to have life insurance. If you don't have life insurance, you already step one out of the game. So life insurance is very important. And why is life insurance important? Life insurance is going to make a difference in your life or your children's life or your loved ones. If you die, first of all, they don't have a headache of burying you. Secondly, they could have a head start. So they could have even 20, 30, 40, up to 100,000 plus that it could say, well, I'm going to use this money towards college. I'm going to use this money towards a business, and they'll have a head start. They'll have a savings as well. So that's why life insurance is extremely important. Number two, if you have a child that has a talent, you want to nurture that talent. You want to nurture that talent. And please, I'm coming to you from an independent perspective. I'm not coming to you from the quote unquote corporate perspective, because most people in America just want to, I have a good talent. I want to be discovered and I want this record label to sign me. No, I'm coming to you from, if you have your talent, you work on starting your own company. You work on getting your own publishing. Like even though my publishing checks may not be as much as people like mega stars, but the point is, work that I put in 10, 20, 15 years, almost 15 years ago, I'm still getting money for those works. That's what publishing is, So basically, if your child has talent, it doesn't have to be music either. It could be anything. It could be anything. It could be karate, swimming, all of that. You want to nurture that talent. How do you nurture it? You could do simple things like, okay, my child has a talent. Let's say the child knows how to sing. I'm going to put the child on YouTube. So before you put the child on YouTube, you practice, help your child, let them practice and get familiar with singing patterns and things of that nature, or even just memorizing a song and singing it all the way through. So the more practice the child gets, then you could put them on YouTube. And people start hearing the actual voices, like, wow, this child is talented. He or she could memorize a whole song and sing the whole song on YouTube. Next phase, you want to monetize that situation. How do you do that? You could do events like talent shows. You could do events like showcases. You could do singing competition or same kind of thing. You could do parties, you could do parties. You could even nurture the child if the child wants to be like, if the child likes electronics and DJ equipment, you could teach them how to DJ. That way they could do little parties. You could have their own website. Use things like you could use things like YouTube to monetize that situation. But I wouldn't depend on YouTube, but YouTube is a good way to get, extra little money. You could do things like albums or mixtapes to sell. You could do DVDs to sell, t-shirts. I think I said t-shirts earlier. But these are all kinds of things you could do to monetize that situation, that talent the child has. It shouldn't be all about the money in the beginning. It should be about nurturing to make sure this child is learning extremely well. The third thing for building black wealth would be trade or skills or certifications. If you know your child wants to go into auto mechanic while they're in high school, how about you start enrolling them in the auto mechanic classes. Let them even get the certificate before they graduate from high school. Guess what? Because if you get a certificate before you of computer tech or auto technician or barber before you graduate from high school, you already got a head start. You already got a whole certificate. Basically, you could live on that. You could live on that certificate. You don't even need a 4-year degree. Now, I'm not advocating for people to not get 4-year degrees, because I have a degree. I have a bachelor's and a master's degree. I have a master's degree in business and a bachelor's degree in engineering, electronics and electrical engineering. So I'm not advocating for people to not go for the 4-year degree. But the problem with the 4-year degree or postgraduate degree or even graduate degree is student loans. You're going to be stuck on student loans, and student loans is not a good thing that to be stuck on forever, where you can't even afford to pay. So my suggestion to black people, black parents, whether it's in this country or anywhere around the world, if when your children are in high school and you see that they're interested in something, I have a website dedicated to that. Make sure to help them so they could get that certification or get that skill, whether it's carpentry, whether it's barbering, whether it's a beautician, whether they want to become a beautician, whether they want to become a barber, it doesn't matter. If they want to go into medicine, make sure that they get at least their licensed practical nursing certificate before they even start college, because then they could make decent money while they're in school for the longer term thing. So I think that's a better approach for black people. Now, this video is not for white people. That's why I'm in building black wealth. It's not for white people. It's not for any other people but black people. Now, if you want to come on my video and take pointers from what I'm talking about and use it for your people, it's up to you. But this video is for black people to be able to get out of poverty and be able to do well. Number one, make sure you have life insurance. Just how you have auto insurance, you have home insurance. Make sure you have life insurance. Make sure you have it. Number two, if you have children or you're a grandparent taking care of a young child, or you're guardian or whatever, aunt, uncle taking care of a child, make sure to find this child's talent. Every child has a talent. Every child. It could be even playing video games. That's a talent. So find this child's talent and find a way to nurture the talent first. Don't put money in front of everything. Nurture the talent first by helping the child develop that talent, and then monetize the talent by videotaping this child, by organizing or having events for this child to showcase his or her talent. Do t-shirts, do CDs, DVDs, whatever medium you want to use to really sell. But you could have a website where people could join, make payments, and have the videos on there as well. So nurture the talent. That's another way to build black wealth. The third thing I talked about was If you have a child in high school about to go to college, find out what the child wants to do and make sure to get a certification for that thing. Let's say they want to become a mechanical engineer. Guess what? It's good to be an auto mechanic. It's good to be an auto mechanic if you want to get a mechanical engineering degree. So while you're in high school, try to get an auto mechanic certificate, or try to get some type of mechanical skill certificate. That way you could, whether it's carpentry or anything or plumbing, get some type of mechanical skill certificate. That way you could live on that skill while you're doing your 4-year degree. Because when you graduate, you're going to have a whole bunch of student loans on your head, and you don't want to go down that path. Now, on the line of international business, we have this internet. The internet is perfect. We have Facebook, where I could literally talk to my family member by clicking off this, getting on Facebook, and I could talk to my family member in Liberia right now. So we have Facebook, we have YouTube, we have Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram. These are really good mediums or good marketing tools to market a product. So if you're selling a t-shirt, if I want to basically you want to partner up and network with people who are doing similar things as you. So for me, I'm into music, but I'm also doing clothes now. So basically, I need to partner up with people in different parts of the world, in South America, Brazil, partner up with artists. I don't have to even partner up with promoters. I could partner directly with artists over there and say, look, send me your albums. I'll sell them over here, and I'll promote it to the Brazilian community out here. I'm gonna send you my album. You could promote my stuff to everybody, but specifically the African community that's looking for this type of music. That's one way to do it. So guess what? My product would be in Brazil or the UK or Europe, if I do it like that, and their products will be here. And that, like, the more products you get, you don't even have to literally open a store. You could just have an online store. So you could have an online store selling products from all walks, all parts of the world. If you're doing clothes, you could do the same thing. You could partner up with a clothing business in Ghana or Liberia, and sell your clothes to them. Send your clothes to them. They send their clothes to you. Now, however way you want to work that out is going to be left with you. Whatever way you want to work it out, that will be left with you. But at least you'll have the opportunity to tell people, hey, if you're my fan and you in Ghana, guess what? You could go to this store right here and pick up my stuff. You could go to this store on this side in Liberia and pick up my outfits, or pick up my clothes from this store. You could go to South Africa to this store in Johannesburg and pick up my outfits. And guess what? If you want this guy's outfit, you could come here in Charlotte, North Carolina, USA, and pick up my outfits. So basically, right then and there, you've created an international business that's unstoppable. All it takes now is marketing, convincing people to purchase. And you don't even have to do a whole lot of convincing, because you have a tool called Facebook ads, Craigslist ads. These tools reach out to thousands of people on a daily basis, depending on how much you spend, but you'll reach people, and depending on your marketing skills. If you need marketing skills, feel free to contact me. Let's say you want to put an ad out on Facebook or Craigslist. I could do that for you, and I would drive you results. And all I ask you is give me 2 weeks to drive you results. I'm not going to charge you the fee. I'll only charge you for the ads, and watch. Your business is going to grow. It doesn't matter where you're at. You could be in the UK or anywhere. I'll drive some results to your business. That's all it takes, marketing. And basically that's it. That's building black wealth on an international scale. And guess what? The more you do this, you add more people to your network. A lot of people always have this thing that, man, black people always have a problem of producing on a mass level. We don't have nowadays. The internet is good to where you have t-shirt companies that do drop shipping. I don't have any t-shirt inventory with me. I just design the stuff, send it to them, and order, and they ship it to me. And that's the way the future is. That's the wave right now. So if you need marketing skill, like after you have the product, you have to market it. That's the only way you make money from it. you know. But I'm just telling you guys, anyone out there, if you need help with marketing, like doing Facebook ads, like paid ads, I'll charge you for the ads for 2 weeks, drive some results to your business. And after that, guess what? We could do like a 6 months contract, constantly drive results. But Black folks, we have to take control and build Black wealth. This is the way for us to do it. Another thing, the last secret for building Black wealth will be this. The last secret will be this. Make sure countries like those countries like Liberia and countries that you could go to and literally open a business for less, way less than opening a business in your own town, or way less than opening a business in a place like South Johannesburg or Durban, South Africa, or Pretoria, or Lagos, or whatever. Lagos is a good place if you can find someone to trust. It's a good place to have a business as well. It's time for us to have a network of businesses, or it's time for us to at least have a network of partners, business partners worldwide, that we could get things done. If I need to get my music on the radio in Nigeria, I should have a partner there that's willing to take my music to the radio station. I'll send him the money, send him the music, and let him take it there, connect with a DJ. I don't have to do it by myself, but I could directly connect with a DJ as well. You know, if I want him to get my music in the club, to connect with the club DJs as well. You know, but it's time for us to build that network, building that international network, and look at the Black people. Look at other Black people as your brothers and sisters. Stop trying to be so different to the point where you can't even socialize with other people just because you feel like they're from another place. Forget about all of that and connect. If you see a Black brother doing something, show your support. If you on, and you know, Facebook is one of those places where you may have 5,000 friends and maybe only 1% of that is really showing you support financially, supporting your products and stuff. So the way to get support is you find a network of people, a network of business people who are thinking the same like-minded, and basically like-minded, and you work with them, and y'all extend that network and branch it out and branch it out and branch it out. And that's how you build a network of business partners. But building Black wealth is having life insurance. Building Black wealth is networking with other Black people all over the country, all over the world. Building Black wealth is making sure your children's talent are not being ignored, but rather being nurtured and monetized at the right time. Building Black wealth is having children or having teenagers who are interested in a certain field, already studying in that field. So by the time they graduate from high school, they're basically ready for life, even if they're not going to go get a 4-year degree. That's building Black wealth. That's what wealth is all about. You know, building Black wealth is also home ownership and purchasing land and purchasing homes in foreign countries. If you have $20,000-$30,000 and you could get a 3-4 bedroom house in Liberia or Ghana or Sierra Leone or any African country, or even in the Caribbean, why don't you make that investment? Get the house, find to work with a property or real estate company or property management company and rent the house out. That way you get in residual income. You rent the house out. Most of these countries do rents for the whole year. Rent that property out and you get residual income. and that's building black wealth. Before you know it, if this is something you're repeating within less than 20 years, you might have like 10, 15 homes, and you wouldn't have to work for anybody again. You'll have financial freedom. You could travel anywhere you want, check on your properties. They're being rented out for the whole year. At the end of the year, you're getting a lump sum, and that's building black wealth. So with that said, I hope this helps you guys, and I hope this message is something you're going to take seriously. If you're a parent or guardian, or whatever the case, with young children, start helping them nurture their talents as well. But thank you guys so much for your time. Please, please, please show your support for my album. And if you want some good information, go to blackamericastar.com and go to the vocational training page, and you can see some ideas for your teenage children. Also go to my website, mrpllc.com, if you're into music and you need beats and you need some help with mastering and things of that nature, even some ideas with videos. Feel free to contact me. Go to mezonicrecords.com, or that's mrpllc.com, and show your support for my albums. I have a nice conscious hip hop album called Inspired 2 that I dropped by 2-3 years ago, and I have the Afrobeat or international music album called Carnival that you could get from my website. So please show your support. Thank you so much for everything, and that is it. Peace out.